It's time for 2 Minute Tuesday. Roll the credits. It's everybody's favorite day of the week, Tuesday. Let's throw 2 minutes on the clock, and here we go. Today, we're looking at this awesome book, The Mighty Thor Heroes Return. This takes place in the Marvel Universe after Franklin Richards took a bunch of the Marvel heroes and stuck them in a parallel pocket reality to save them from onslaught. At this point in the Marvel Universe, all the heroes have come back, and Thor returns to find that Asgard is not at all like he left it. In fact, issue 1, spoiler alert, it's been destroyed, and none of the gods are there. He has no idea what's going on. It really is some of the greatest Thor writing in the 90s that you will read. It's written by Dan Jurgens, and I know he's kind of an on-again, off-again writer, but I think he does a really good job of writing this book. Even though the vernacular is very 90s, I think it really still holds up for today. The artwork is done by Romita Jr. Of course he's a controversial artist. You either love him or you hate him, but I gotta say, this is JR at his absolute best. If you even remotely enjoy his artwork, this is a book you don't want to sleep on, because it was before he got kind of lazy. He was very, very detail oriented, and he wasn't quite so blocky, but I absolutely love the artwork. I think it's phenomenal, and the story is really good. In the very first issue, Thor's fate and actually his living essence is tied to another mortal, Jake Olsen. Through a series of events, which I'm not going to spoil, we find that Thor becomes Jake Olsen, and when he's in his Jake Olsen form, he has no powers of Thor. So it's super interesting. It's a little bit like the Donald Blake stuff of olden days, but I think it's a nice update on Thor. We know it's not permanent because we know all the Thor stuff that happens beyond that. So it's a really fun timepiece of the late 90s when you get to see Thor interacting with other heroes and struggling to live life as a mortal, as well as balancing his responsibilities of Thor and trying to figure out what happened to the gods of Asgard. Now, should you get this omnibus? Well, let me tell you, if you like Thor, yes. I think it's probably the most underrated Thor series or story of all time. If you don't like Thor, but you like Romita Jr., I'd say give it a shot. I don't think you will be disappointed. Now, if you don't like the character of Thor, and you don't like JR's art, and you don't like late 90s comics at all, maybe give this one a pass or check it out on Marvel Unlimited. You will not regret it. Plus, it's like an amazing bang for your buck on in-stock trades right now. Thor Heroes Return Omnibus. 2 Minute Tuesday, S.S.D. Subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time.
Yippee!